What's up guys, welcome back to YugiBOOM, and today I'm bringing some budget Cyber Dragons. Alright everybody, so Cyber Dragons have gotten a lot of play lately. There's lots of spicy things you can do, lots of ways to make the deck really expensive and really nice. Here is something which still works pretty well, I'm still having fun with, and it's just a simpler like OTK deck, you know, like how Cyber Dragons used to be. Especially with limiter removal 2 now, it's like I find myself getting off the really old school plays like killing people with one attack from a fusion type deal, you know? But this deck can still go, and I'll give you suggestions if you want to make it a little spicier. There's also plenty of deck profiles out there of people doing new crazy combos, but for now, let's check this out. So, of course, most of your Cyber Dragon core will remain the same in any deck. You're going to have your 3 Cyber Dragon, because you need him. 3 core, because he's your main searcher and arguably still the best monster in the deck. 3 hers. He's also up there in competition for really important and really good for the deck. Plus, he's just your 1-for-1 target, another machine dupe target. This deck just has a lot of good ways to get stuff out of the deck. Next is 2 Dre and 1 Veer. In testing now, and also in hindsight with past duels, I'm kind of willing to drop Dre down to 1 now, and honestly just rock the 2 Veer instead, because Veer's more of a free summon. You can search him out in the middle of a lot of your combos anyways to get him active, but it would be nice to try to open with 1 as well sometimes. So I would also recommend maybe dropping Dre down to 1. And that's it for your Cyber Dragons. So of course I'm also running 3 Galaxy Soldiers, since in this variant, you know, I really just need to get out and get my Infinities and get my free plays, maybe even just an extra light monster. Electromagnetic Turtle as an extra pitch target for him and for your Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. And then I'm still running 1 Kaiju. The Kaiju engine has gotten lower and lower in this deck as time went on, but you still want 1 because you can search it out, you know, and just get rid of an annoying monster. And you can even put it back in the deck later if necessary. For the spells, something else that I'm still kind of tweaking the ratios in is 1 Cyber Emergency, 1 Repair Plant, and 2 Rev System. This has really like been a hard back and forth with me. Rev System I definitely keep at 2 because it's a really saucy monster reborn, but these 2 cards also I kind of want to just try to bump them up or find space for them, but it's a little hard right now. But these are pretty much your searchers as well. Well, this is a recycler and this is a searcher, and it just helps you get to what you need in your important Cyber Dragons at the time. Then moving on to our fusion lineup, I'm only running 1 Power Bond now. I always kept Power Bond at 2 consistently, but now I just find myself only really needing the 1. Like, it's just, if I draw it, it's nice, but I don't really need to rely on it as much anymore. 2 Overload Fusion, and I am also testing the new Cyberload Fusion. So what this one does is you fusion summon from your extra deck that lists a Cyber Dragon monster as material, so a monster like that, by shuffling the materials back into the deck from the cards on your field and or faced up banished cards. So you can use the monsters you used with Overload Fusion. So these 2 cards in you know, the same turn could be really powerful. And that's just how I'm testing out right now, because I really like just a simple OTK, you know, and your fusions are a big part of that. Then of course you got to run 3 Machine Dupe, arguably the most important spell. I mean, it's gonna get you 3 Cyber Dragons on the field easy, and you got 6 targets in the deck, you know. So, and we should be getting 1 in the future as well, another one I believe. Then I'm running 2 Photon Sanctuary. You know, it's a free Hishonigan, or however you say it right now, and it's just a really good card to help you set up and get some free space for making all your fusions and exceeds. Then as I mentioned before, I got Limiter Remover at 2. It's just super good card, just people don't expect it a lot every now and then, and you just can get off on a lot of damage with a random Cyber Dragon, and sometimes just get over an annoying monster. Still running 2 Twin Twister because you just hate back row, you need to clear it, you need to get rid of it just so you can go all in and hope that they don't have anything else to stop you. For the 1-ofs, it's 1 Soul Charge to help you win games, 1 Monster Reborn to get stuff back, Dark Hole, Raigeki to clear the board, Foolish Burial to help send and possibly search off your hers, and then 1-for-1 to get the hers out the deck easier. And that's it. It's a simple 40 card main deck. I'm still tweaking a lot of the ratios, but so far even this is kind of consistent, so we'll see how that goes in future testing. Alright guys, now for the extra deck, it's also pretty simple, and I'm testing a couple cards and I'll give you suggestions. So of course you got your 2 Nova and your 2 Infinity to complement it. The Infinity's still really good, help you take a monster, help you negate something that's, you know, annoying you. Still running the 1 Pallades because shuffling cards or putting cards back to the hand is nice, and he's just really easy for you to make. For the fusions, we got the 1 Rampage, the 1 Cyber End, the 1 Chimera Tech Fortress, the 1 Mega Fleet Dragon, and I am testing the new Eternity Dragon. So in all reality, even though this is a more budget deck, I'm probably gonna end up knocking this guy to double up on either one of these. Most likely it's a debate between these two, because even though I no longer run instant fusion in this deck for like the Paracycloid or like extra, or the Panzer Dragon for a free rank 5, I just am relying more on the fusion spell cards. So he's been really nice in a lot of my matchups, and this as well, clearing a lot of link monsters away from the top zone and all that kind of things. But however, in the few times I have managed to make this with the necessary requirements to get him untargetable and such, he is actually a really good card, and a 4000 booty is sometimes annoying to sit on, and he does kind of recycle too. So I'm going to give him a little bit more time in the deck, but he is probably getting X'd out to double up on these guys. And that's it for your fusions. For the links, I have the 1 Underclock Tanker. Now, even in this more budget build, a Summon Sorceress is really good for this deck, so that could be an option for you to switch to too. I have the 2 Hippo Shinigami because everything is light actually, and you know, you just need to get the easiest links you can. Then I have the 1 Cyber Dragon Seeger. To be honest, I'm thinking of even right now knocking the Underclock Taker out for a second one of these as well. But Underclock Taker does kind of help in this build, since I'm trying to do a lot of damage, just lowering something's attack sometimes, and then summoning a strong Cyber Dragon fusion with the limiter removal can still get you game in random situations. And then because this guy is really easily to bring back with, like, you know, your rev system and stuff, I'm running a Firewall Dragon because I've had times where I've been able to just spam the board, and then, you know, if you can get these two next to each other, just gives you a little extra something in your Cyber Dragons, you know. And getting a Summon Sorceress will help this out. So I'm trying to see which ways can make the OTKs way easier to bring out, way easier for you to, like, get your powerful monsters out on board. And Firewall Dragon is also light, so he's not restricted by your Photon Sanctuary if you do happen to have a pretty busted hand. But that's it, guys. That's it for the pretty simple, Cyber Dragon build. I know I say it's budget, but most of the Cyber Dragon stuff is pricey, but believe me, it is cheaper than doing most of the meta stuff with this deck. But I really like Cyber Dragons. It's another one of my, like, favorite monsters. I always thought they had really nice artwork, and I just liked all their fusions, and fusions has always been one of my favorite mechanics in the game. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you want to see different variants of Cyber Dragons. We can try to make those for you. Let us know if you want to see Cyber Dragons duel something, and please give us more follows, and we're gonna help to do a giveaway once we reach that 400. Thanks.